Hello everyone! Welcome to Earth and Life Science. I am Mrs. Princess G. Mosca Caleja, SHS Teacher 2 of Santa Rosa National High. What are you waiting for? Join me as we unveil our lesson for today.
Hello, grade 11. Welcome to our week 5 discussion in Earth and Life Science. So, in this module, you will learn more again about life science. But before that, let us proceed to know first the different competencies of today's discussion. First, identify the different organs that comprise a specific organ system. Describe the characteristics of the different organ systems in representative animals. Identify the different types of respiratory system in animals. Compare the digestive system of different animals. Appreciate how each organ system work together to ensure animal survival. And follow some ways to maintain a healthy digestive system. So, based from the competencies, our lesson is all about the human body. And guys, our human body is uniquely organized to perform astonishing functions. It is special in many ways and yet completely ordinary in other ways. Humans are vertebrates of the class mammalian. The organs and body systems of all kinds of mammals are quite similar. We share a lot of similarities with other animals, like the anatomical structures and physiological functions of our organ systems. Of course, there are many ways in which humans are different from other animals. But with this lesson, it will help us to develop an understanding and the unique characteristics of each organ systems commonly found both in humans and in animals. Animal cells need constant supply of nutrients such as water, oxygen, carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and vitamins. They must also eliminate waste products like carbon dioxide and nitrogen-containing compounds. In single-celled organisms, exchange of materials occurs directly with the external environment. However, multicellular animals, just like us, cannot exchange materials with this way or in this way. Instead, various organ systems perform functions of exchange. The different parts and organs of each organ system play a very important role in the unique characteristics and function in keeping animals alive. So again, with this lesson, we will discuss the unique characteristics of the different organ systems of some animals. It will also give us concept on how some animals from varied habitats differ in their ways of exchanging gases from their body and environment. It will further illustrate the different digestive systems of some animals and will give us an idea on how some animals can digest easily than other animals or how they differ in digestive systems. So, let's have a review on what you know about the different organ systems. I have here an activity wherein you're going to determine or choose the answer from the word box and the different pictures that will pop up in the screen. So we have here heart, kidneys, lungs, spleen, brain, stomach, bone, muscle, and reproductive organ. So let's begin. Go and get your notebook and write your answer in it. Okay? So this one. What main organ is this? Next. Okay, the other one. Next. Again. Okay, next. Okay. Okay, so done. So let's have your answers. This part is your brain. Very good. This is your, what is your answer? Heart. Okay. This one is your lungs. Very good. This is your kidney. This is your reproductive organ. Very good. This is the bone and muscle. This one is the stomach. Okay, and this is the spleen. Okay, very good. So you got it all. And take note, guys, the organs that you have identified in this activity plays a very important role in carrying out a specific function of an organ system. But what is really that organ system? When we say organ system, it is a group of organs that contribute to a specific function to the body. The heart, for example, is a main organ of the circulatory system. Are there other organs which help the heart in carrying out the task for the function of the circulatory system? Can you name some of them? Or can you name other organ systems aside from the circulatory system? Okay, so take note that organ systems work together as biological system to perform one or more functions. So all of them must work together. How many organ systems do we have? Okay. There are 11 organ systems in the body. Can you name them all? I have here a hint in order for you to name them in a good way, in order for you to remember the 11 organs very easily. So, we can use Mrs. Includer. Okay, so we have here 11 letters. This is an easy way for you to remember the 11 organ system. So, let us start. Mrs. Includer, M stands for muscular system. R, respiratory system. S, skeletal system. I, integumentary. N, nervous. C, cardiovascular. L, lymphatic and immunity. U, urinary. D, digestive. N, endocrine. And R, reproductive system. Simply, you can memorize it by using Mrs. Includer. Okay, did you get it? Yes, ma'am, very good. So, let us now proceed in the discussion of this organ system. First, what organ system includes skin and associated glands? Very well. That is the integumentary system. Integumentary system is one of the largest organ systems in the body. Now, we probably don't think the integumentary that has a lot of functions, but actually it is very important organ system of the body. Why? These are the functions. But let us first include the different parts of the integumentary system, we have here the hair, the fingernails, and the toenails. These are the functions of the integumentary system. It protects the body. It helps us protect the body. It helps us to separate the external environment from the internal environment of the body. It regulates body temperature. It also plays an important role in things such as elimination of waste. And one really important role that the skin has is in helping us to make vitamin D. This is the reason why it is important for us to get out and into the sun for us to make vitamin D, which is very important to the different processes that occur in the body. This organ system is also responsible for the detection of sensation such as touch, pain, warm, and cold. And finally, it helps us to store fats and provides us insulation. So, all fat is not actually bad. And we actually need it. And it is part of the integumentary. That is for integumentary system. Next is we have this one. We have here the skeletal system, which includes primarily the bone, the cartilage, and the joint. The skeletal system is purely made up of bones, and the joints of the body also associated with the cartilage. These are some functions of the skeletal system. It supports and protects the body. Provides surface area for muscle attachment. So, without the bones, your body will not work or your skeletal muscles will not work. The bones are also important in helping the body movements, again, together with the muscular system. It aids body movements. And finally, in your bones, we actually have the cells that produce things such as the red blood cells and also stores mineral and lipids that our body needs in order to perform other functions. So, this is for the skeletal system. We also have here the skeletal muscles. The muscular system. The muscular system is actually, or specifically the skeletal muscles. Your skeletal muscles, which is attached to the bones, are important because they allow us to move. Meaning, without this one, no one will move. These are some functions of the muscular system. Participates in body movements such as walking. We would not be able to walk or talk or to do any other things that require movement without the presence of our muscular system. So, muscular system is very important. To maintain posture. Along with our skeletal muscles, they also allow us to stand still. They help us to maintain our posture so that we are able to stand upright or sit upright. Produce heat. The muscles are also important in producing heat. It's actually the contraction of muscles that allow us to produce or increase our body temperature. So, for example, when you get really cold, sometimes you might shiver. This is actually a way for your body to increase the body temperature through muscular contractions. Next system, it includes the brain. Or simply, this is the nervous system. Aside from the brain, we have here the spinal cord, all nerves in your body, and it includes also some parts of that use senses, which are the ears and the eyes. So these are functions of the nervous system. Take note that pretty much the nervous system plays a major role in the body. It is a major player in our body. General action, potentials, or electrical impulses regulate body activities. Detects changes in the body's internal and external movements. Interpret changes and responds. So that is the role of the nervous system. Next system is the endocrine system. This is also important in the maintenance of homeostasis. It includes all your hormone-producing glands such as your pineal gland. We have here pineal gland, hypothalamus, pituitary gland, thyroid and parathyroid glands, thymus glands, adrenal glands, pancreas, gonads, or your ovaries. These are some functions of your endocrine system. It regulates body activities by releasing hormones, chemical messengers transported in blood from endocrine gland or tissue to target organ. Actually, the nervous system and endocrine system have a very similar function, but the way they function is very different. So we have here nervous system and endocrine system. In nervous system, it use electrical impulses, while for endocrine system, it use chemical or hormones in order to perform its function. So take note of that, guys. Nervous system and endocrine system have a very similar function, but the way they function is very different. Next, a system that includes blood. What is this? Okay, we call this one as the cardiovascular system. The cardiovascular system includes blood, the veins, heart, and the artery. Heart pumps blood through vessels. So it functions by pumping the blood through the vessels. Okay? So this one is the heart that pumps blood through the vessels in the body. Also, when there's pumping of blood, it actually carries oxygen to the cells of the body, and also at the same time, as it brings the oxygen and nutrients into the cells, it removes the carbon dioxide and other waste products from the cells so that they can be removed from the body eventually. And also it contains the components, cells, white blood cells that help us fight against diseases, viruses, or bacteria. So that is the function of the cardiovascular system. We also have here the lymphatic system and immunity. The lymphatic system works very intimately with the cardiovascular system. The lymphatic system includes the lymphatic fluid and vessels. We have here the thymus, tonsils, spleen, and the lymph node. It's going to include your lymphatic fluid, lymphatic vessels, organs such as spleen, the thymus, the lymph nodes, and the tonsils, and also the cells that carry out the immune responses, those white blood cells such as the B cells and the T cells and other types of it. We have here the functions of the lymphatic system. It returns protein and fluid to the blood. It carries lipids from gastrointestinal tract to the blood, and also it contains sites of maturation and proliferation of B cells and T cells that protect against disease-causing microbes. That is the lymphatic system. Next, let's have the respiratory system. Respiratory system includes mainly, we have here the trachea, bronchus, the lung. We also have here the nasal cavity, oral cavity, pharynx, and the larynx. This system transfers oxygen from inhaled air to blood and carbon dioxide from blood to exhaled in the air. It also helps us regulate acid-base balance of body fluids, and it involves in phonation. Phonation means sound is being produced. So meaning without the respiratory system, there will be no sound. There will be no voice. Actually, without respiratory system, I will not be able to communicate or deliver my lesson to all of you today. That's why respiratory system is really, really important. But all the systems are also important. Okay, so next, let's have the digestive system, which includes primarily, we have here the esophagus. We also have here the stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and anus. As you can see, or the interesting thing about digestive system, because it is open on both opening and at the end of the tract, it is technically external to the body, and that it is kind of like a straw. So just like a straw, open to the opening tract up to the end tract. So it's technically external to the body, just like a straw. Other parts of the digestive system includes you have here the liver, the gallbladder, and the pancreas behind the stomach. Also, it allows digestion to occur even though they are not part of that straw. We have here the function of the digestive system. Achieve physical and chemical breakdown of food. It absorbs nutrients and eliminates solid waste. Sa mga naman, di ba, absorb nutrients in the sense that as we eat, our digestive systems is already working, and after it absorbs the nutrients, the unnecessary things that you eat will become eliminated as solid waste or your feces, or moves out as your feces. Next, let's have the urinary system. Under your urinary system, we have here your kidney, the ureter, urinary bladder, and your urethra. In here, it produces, stores, and eliminates urine. Kapag tayo ay umiihi na, our urinary system works. Produces, stores, and eliminates urine. It eliminates waste and regulates volume and chemical composition of blood. It also helps maintain the acid-base balance of body fluids, maintains body's mineral balance, and helps regulate production of red blood cells. So that is for the urinary system. Next is the reproductive system. This is for female. Under your female, the main we have here your ovary, the mammary gland, the uterus, uterine tube, and the vagina. So these are some main parts of the female reproductive system. Under the female reproductive system, it produces oocytes. Ovaries release hormones that regulate reproduction and other body processes. Associated organs transport and stores oocyte. Pag sinabi nating oocytes, these are your egg cells. Mammary glands produce milk. Okay, so this one, mammary gland produce milk. Let's go naman dun sa male reproductive system. So, under your male reproductive system, we have here your testes, seminal vesicle, the prostate vas deferens, the penis, and the epididymis. What is the function of this male reproductive system? Testes produce sperm that unites with an egg to form a new organism. So, we have here the spermia unite with egg to form a zygote. Then, it will grow and develop. Testes release hormones that regulate reproduction and other body processes. And, other associated organs transport and store the sperm. So, those are the different organ systems. The 11 organ system, or we should say the Mrs. Intruder, okay? So, I have here a simple activity in the last part of our lesson. For lesson 1. Which organ system is the most responsible in the following situations? Write your answer in the space provided. Before each item, the letter that represents the organ system and your choice. So, let's see. You studied well last night for today's first grading examination. What organ system will work? Okay, very good. It is the nervous system. You have eaten a good breakfast for energy source. Nice one, digestive. You went to the bathroom since you drank a lot of water. You would not want to go out from the room during the exam. Okay, very well. We have here the urinary or excretory system. D. You walk hurriedly so you will not be late. You are catching your breath. This is your respiratory system. You're catching your breath. You are out of balance and fell on your knee, but you managed to get up quickly. Okay, muscular or skeletal system. You were thankful you have strong bones. Okay, very good. Again, muscular and skeletal system. Next, you are now in the classroom. You are excited and your chest is beating fast. But you are confident because you are ready. Ano naman kaya ito? Okay. We have here your respiratory system. Okay, do you have any question on our lesson? If none, hope you learn well. Let's now proceed to our next discussion. Okay, so we learn a lot, or you learn a lot about our lesson in lesson 1, the different organ system, their characteristics, the different organs that comprise the different organ systems. And now let us proceed on the different types of respiratory systems in animals, and the different digestive systems of different animals. Compare the different digestive systems of the different animals. Let's now proceed here. Comparing digestive systems. What can you see in the illustration? You can see there a human and a deer. Are these two organisms have the same digestive system? Yes or no? If yes, what is your answer? If no, what is your answer? Keep that in your mind. Okay? Comparative digestive systems. Depending on an animal's diet, it can affect their digestive system or digestive tract. Plants have complex carbohydrates, such as starch and cellulose, which take longer to break down. So, this image shows the different breakdowns of the different foods. So, in this part, this image shows the atomic structure of 3 strands of fiber or cellulose. White balls are hydrogen atoms, black balls are carbon atoms, red balls, they have their oxygen atoms, and turquoise lines are electrostatic hydrogen bonds. This one is cellulose. Next picture, we have here the cotton fibers. Cotton fibers represent the purest natural form of cellulose, containing more than 90% of this polysaccharide. Okay, next let's have this ball and stick model of the beta D glucose molecule, sugar, as found in crystal structures. Okay, yan siya. And lastly, the last picture is the glucose tablets. Among these pictures, which do you think will be the hardest to break down, or it will take the longest time to break down? Okay, definitely the longest time to break down is the cellulose, which includes different atoms in it. We have the hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, electrostatic hydrogen bond. So meaning this is complex carbohydrate, which is long to, or which takes long time to break down. And the easiest way to break down definitely is the glucose tablet. Okay, comparing for these different foods present, or carbohydrate present in the illustration. We have here different animals with the different types of digestive systems. We have here ruminant animals, hindgut fermenters, and monogastric digestive system. So under ruminant, we have here the we have here the cow, the goat, the sheep, and the deer. Next, we have here the hindgut fermenters. We have here the horses and the rabbits. Under the monogastric, we have here pigs, cats, and chickens. So these animals have different types of digestive systems. We have ruminant, hindgut fermenters, and monogastric. Let's proceed first under ruminant. Ruminant animals, such as here the cow. This cow, it has 4 compartments to their stomach. So this is the stomach of the cow, able to break down grass. The rumen, located on the left side of the cow, this part, left side of the cow, has billions of microorganisms, forms balls of cud, and do not completely chew the grass they initially eat it. Okay? Stem has one simple stomach that secretes acid. So these are ruminant. The acid destroys most bacteria in the stomach and break down the foods into its simplest form. They can easily digest foods with high in energy and low in fiber. So this is the ruminant. So this one is the teeth of the cow. So see this one flatten in order for them to chew their foods. Next, ruminant. Ruminant